We are going to start by making a magic circle like that. That's my magic circle with a chain 1, and then I'll chain 2 more to make a chain of 3. 1 2 3. This will count as our first double crochet stitch, and I'm going to make 9 more double crochet stitches in this magic circle. And to make a double crochet stitch, we yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we are going to repeat that 9 more times, such that at the end we shall have a total of 10 double crochet stitches in our magic circle, including the first chain. Let me count what I have so far. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. One more, and 10. So we are going to pull on our tail, this tail. You pull on it to close our magic circle. And then I'm going to slip stitch on the top of our chain 3. At the very top, I am going to slip stitch to close our first row. That is our first row done. For the second row, we are going to make 2 double crochet stitches in each of the spaces. So we shall begin by chaining 3, and this first chain of 3 will count as our first double crochet stitch. So that's 1, and then we put the second one in the same space. We keep putting 2 double crochet stitches in each of these spaces that we created. So I've come to the end of the row. If your work is curving just like you see mine, just stretch it a bit to reduce the tension, and it should be okay. It should be flat after that. But let's count the stitches that we have, and we see how many. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. And in this last one, I am going to make the last 2 double crochet stitches to make it 20 double crochet stitches that I have by the end of the second row. So those are 20. I'm going to close it off by slip stitching at the top. So that's our second row. So for this next row, we are going to start by chaining 3 as before. This counts as our first double crochet stitch. Now every after double crochet stitch, we are going to chain 1. So this is our first double crochet stitch, then you chain 1, and then we go to the next space, make a double crochet stitch, and then chain 1, go to the next space, make a double crochet stitch, chain 1, go to the next space, make a double crochet stitch, chain 1, and we keep going like that in that pattern until we have come to the end of the row. we've come to the end of the row. Just give it a stretch. And if you count the double crochet stitches that we have by now, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19, and here we're going to make our last double crochet stitch. So we have 20 double crochet stitches, and then chain 1, our chain that ends our row, and we go on top of, remember we made a chain on top, so we have 1 2 3, and we are going to go there and we slip stitch. You see? So now our next row, we are going to start by chaining 3. This counts as our first double crochet stitch, and in this chain space we are going to make another double crochet stitch, chain 1, then we make another double crochet stitch and another double crochet stitch. Let me try to explain that again. We make 2 double crochet stitches in the same chain space, then chain 1 and make other 2 double crochet stitches. So we have a total of 4 double crochet stitches separated by a chain. My yarn is over. Let me join on another yarn. So I need to join my yarn. I'm going to put this on top like that. Take it under and on top like that, and then take it on top of that, and then under like that, and I'll pull. So I'm going to cut, but not so closely. Just cut it off like that. Cut it off like that, and then I will pull to tighten. You see how tight it is. It can't really come out. So I don't have to weave in the ends at the end. So this is the first double crochet stitch, this is the second double crochet stitch, and then I'm going to chain 1 and make a third double crochet stitch in the same space, and then a fourth double crochet stitch in still the same space. So we have 2 double crochet stitches, chain 1, 2 double crochet stitches, and then chain 1. So we skip this next one and we go to the next space, and we still do the same. We make 2 double crochet stitches, chain 1, and then other 2 double crochet stitches. Then chain 1, skip this one, go to the next 2 double crochet stitches, chain 1, and then 2 double crochet stitches. We keep doing that until we've gone around our row. So this is the end of our row. This is what we have so far. Now we are going to slip stitch on top of our chain space. And we shall begin our last row. So for this row, we shall begin straight away by making a double crochet stitch. Remember, we've not made a chain. Make a double crochet stitch in the chain space. chain 1, make another double crochet stitch in the same chain space, that's the second, chain 1, make a third double crochet stitch, chain 1, make a fourth, chain 1, and make a fifth double crochet stitch in the same chain space. See, now we are going to skip this next stitch, this next space that we see, and we go to the other chain space and we slip stitch. Still, we skip this next stitch, we go to this one and we start by making a double crochet stitch, chain 1, the second, chain 1, the third, chain 1, the fourth, chain 1, and the fifth, which is the last one. After the fifth, we don't chain 1, we just skip this space and go to the chain space and slip stitch. Still, we skip this one, go to the space and make a double crochet stitch, chain 1, that's the second, that's the third, and skip this one, go to this one and slip stitch. So we are going to keep doing that until we've gone around. So we've come to the end of our row, and that is our coaster. So we slip stitched,